Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Brodes and today we're going to be checking out the Damned of the Moor Remastered. Beautiful, beautiful. Love a good prison aesthetic. As far as I understand, this map is part of a three-part or three-map series. So the Damned of the Moor Part 1, 2, and 3. I do intend to play all three variants of the map, or all three, I guess, contributions to the series, if you would. So very eager to see what this is all about. The only one I've actually played before is, sorry, not played. The only one I've seen any footage of before is Part 3, I believe it is. So yeah, these will be sort of completely new to me, Part 1 and 2, but I'm not going to play all of them in the same video, so we will be doing separate videos for each of them, so consider this the first in the series, basically. And we do have an Easter egg here today that we are going to be going for, so of course we'll do our best to get that sorted. What is here? Cellar, workshop, cell block. Alright, so got some kind of map here. Very mob of the desk. The wind, mob of the dead. The wind is very very strong on this one. But I hope everyone's having a really good day so far. So today is the first day I'm actually being able to record something in a little while. So the last video that I recorded, I believe, was Mad Royale, and that was a little over a week ago. But prior to that, it's almost been a month, I think it was. So happy to be getting back into the routine of recording again, which is very nice. I haven't seen quick revive in here yet. There's a barrier there. Let me just get there we go. Let me just get a sense of my bearings here real quick. We've got a door up here, car 98k. That's the barrier. Any other doors? Doesn't look like it. Just barriers and M1A1. All right. I might get a gun here. We'll see. So I do believe the first objective is just to turn on power, which is pretty stock standard, run-of-the-mill objective there. I'm just going to grab this as a precaution. I don't think I'll need it, but you never know. And let's move forward into the next area. But yeah, got really no idea what to expect on this one. It is giving some heavy Mob of the Dead vibes, and I can not to knock the map crowd. I believe this series is made by Alpha. I'm not sure if that's Alpha Thesis or not. It's just Alpha on the workshop, but if it's Alpha Thesis, then yeah, obviously I know who Alpha Thesis is. If it's not Alpha Thesis, then I don't know who Alpha is. But I haven't checked out their workshop nonetheless, and just looking at it, like, again, not to knock the map, but you can generally tell when a map is sort of earlier in, the creator's sort of progression of map development or level design. And like this, and I say that in the sense of, this is very similar to when I first started making maps as well. Like, I remember making the Walking Dead prison, and I had shrubbery and vines and stuff, and it had a very similar tone to it. You can normally tell from sort of just like the models and the textures, the way that it's done. Whereas if I sort of refer to some of the sort of screens or footage of his later projects, such as the Damned of the Moor 3, I know from what I've seen how much sort of nicer and more polished that actually looks. So I don't know when this map actually came out. I think it might have been like 2021, maybe. Actually, no, I could be confusing that. Yeah, I don't know when this map came out, but it obviously came out some time ago, being the first part in the series, or the first entry in the series. Don't mind my horrendous shooting. What have we got here? Is that just the other side of this? Yes, okay. So it looks like we can probably go... No, we can't go upstairs, so it looks like we've got to go this way, I'd imagine. Yeah, okay. Well, this is cool. I like the sideways rain. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, definitely giving some very heavy Mob of the Dead vibes here. And look, that's to be expected when it's a prison map. So, is that another door? All right, so we can go that way. I see some kind of like well gun or something over here. Grease gun. We'll take that just because. Always nice to have an automatic gun of some kind. I really do want to make another prison map that is not The Walking Dead related. There's this prison that is sort of near me in real life that I thought about making, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm just struggling with sort of like the whole layout side of things of maps lately. I don't know. I just can't seem to sort of figure it out. I get too caught up in sort of like the specifics of like what I'm referencing, if that makes any sense, that I just sort of build first and think second later, and that's always sort of been the case for me, to be honest. All right, so which ways can we go? There's a door. All right, power on. All right, so I guess our hand is kind of forced in that we've got to go this way. I'm liking this. So I'm assuming we're in the cell blocks now. Or actually, no, this would be the... I don't even know. Can we go this way? Mystery box location. Power is this way somewhere. Got a debris there. I'm just going to have a look around here, guys. Ah, fuck. And I think I might grab this Thompson. Let me go this way. Locked. Okay, so we got something there. So we need to go this way by the looks of it. Alright, so for complete transparency, guys, I will be using a guide here today in this video. Just as I sort of mentioned this when I was playing through Daybreak. I just don't really have much in the way of lots of time to sort of spend Easter egg hunting, which was the initial sort of, you know, premise for this channel, was to sort of go through and try and hunt Easter eggs. But I've sort of found that the amount of time I have doesn't really work in my favor. So, unfortunately, yeah, I am going to start referencing the workshop pages for Easter egg quest guides, because it's just going to save me a lot of hassle. Alright, I know we do need the Bowie knife. Alright, this is very claustrophobic. Where's this taking me? 1250. Is power down this way? Didn't see any signs. That's a barrier. Okay, just having a look around. Buy an extra perk slot. Okay, so it looks like there must be some kind of perk limit. Good to know off the bat. But we can buy a slot later on. Which way to go? It said power was this way. I'm going to assume I'm just going to have to go down the stairs. So I guess we will do that. Alrighty. This looks like a power sort of area to me. Nothing over here. Maybe in the building. The sounds are very jarring. 1250. This isn't where I... No, that was a power door near spawn, wasn't it? Oh no, this did lead me back. Oh no, I'm on the other side of the fence. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, I guess I'm going... I can't go like this way at all, can I? No. Alright, I might look a little bit lost. I'm just making sure I sort of cover all areas. 1250. Got an STG of some kind on the wall here. 44. Mule kick. Is there a parts HUD? No, there's not. That's fine. So where are we looking? Mystery box. Alright, that could be a shout. Weapon trading table. Alright, so we've got a fair bit happening over here. This is the power door. Yes, okay. Some kind of teleporter here. Parts bench. There's a quick revive thing there. Power switch anywhere. Another door. Alright. Ooh, there's Jug. Alright, so let's kick the round over. We should be able to hold out here for a little bit. Hopefully there's not too many zombie spawns. I imagine there's probably going to be one... I don't even know, to be honest. Are they going to climb the fences? It doesn't look like there's any zombie spawns for the fence, but... could just be a simple mantle over. Yep, okay. That's okay, that's okay. So yeah, I think the next 3 videos that I record will probably all be the Damned of the Moor, I think. I don't know. I say that very loosely, so take it with a grain of salt. But I was actually going to play Dead High today, but I was looking at the steps for the quest, and it seemed a little bit involved for how much time I have today. I was looking at the quest for this one, and it looked a little bit more sort of simple, being the first entry in the series. So I felt like, yeah, the Damned of the Moor, it's one that I've been wanting to play for some time, and yeah, just given the time restrictions or the time restraints, it, yeah, probably was just a little bit better suited for what I was trying to do. All right, This gun isn't hidden quite as much as I want it to. I definitely do want to try hit the box, but I am mindful of how many doors there are going to be. So I might just grab... I might grab this STG. Alright, we'll pick another round over. Oh, surely the power's got to be somewhere through here, right? I haven't missed it, have I? I only saw the one sign for power, though. That's the thing. I like the where are we going element to the dog rounds here. Very nice. There's a part. Doggies. Be curious to see if... Oh, there's the power. I wonder if there'll be a Brutus on this map. Just having a look down here whilst we're down this way. So we've got a box location. Max ammo. Beautiful. I mean, it looks like there's some kind of trap here as well. What's this? It's just a thing. So what is this? Activate the trap. But what's the trap? Is it this? Oh, yeah. Ah, so what does that do? Probably a free perk of some kind. Oh, that's surely Easter egg related. Activate the trap. Alright, let's get back upstairs while we can. And save up for a little bit of jug here. I feel like I say this a lot, but it's always so weird coming back to Black Ops 3, oh shit, after playing like Black Ops 6 or even using the BO6 overhaul on BO3. Because, I don't know, it's just like, you can say what you want about the modern CODs, but there are a lot of like good features that they implemented, at least in my opinion. But I do love the traditional point system. I don't know, there's just something just satisfying about the grind of the points. Alright, let's try get some crawlers here. We've got a fair few zombies, so we should be right. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll kill this guy, and we'll kill this guy. Alright, so power's on, so Bowie knife is 3 grand, right? So let's go grab the Bowie knife, because I know I do need that. So might as well grab it early. I think it was back over this way. Yes, it is. 3 grand, fantastic. So we've got the Bowie knife, so I believe we have to knife a painting or a portrait or something in the teleporter area. So that would be over here, right? This one? Ooh. What does this do? I guess we'll find out at some point. So I think we'll save up for some double tap next. And I can't. Oh, yep. There's the old Brutus boy. Let's see which kind of Brutus it is, though. There's a few Brutus on the old Mod Me forums back in the day. Oh shit! Get me out of here. I don't think there was any that actually like disabled perks and shit though, from memory. Ooh, death machine, love that. Might have a few left. Let's go this way. We'll get double tap. Also got to keep an eye out for the little perk bottles. I mean, if it were me, I'd put one sort of in every sort of area. So where did we find? We found one. We found one at near power. I mean, I'm going on how I would map things. And so if there's a perk Bible slot here, I probably wouldn't put something in that area. So maybe in this area. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Let's have a quick look around. Must have already hit that. Anything in the fucking machines? Doesn't look like it. I think I saw quick revive in here. But I don't know if that was... Yeah, this one. Okay. So there's a teleporter that goes somewhere. Actually, yeah. So the thing said that there was a secret door by... Is that a part? By double tap. So let's go back this way. I didn't notice any door. This one? Oh, yeah. Fuck it. What do we got in here? Key required. Oh, that's cool. It's like a little block out of a prison. Is this part 2, maybe? Ooh, okay. Key required. All right, so we've got some stuff in here. That looks like a ray gun as well. So let's get out of here real quick. Let's try and save for some speed cola next, I think. And I believe we need dead wire for the next step. So, presuming that Pack-a-Punch is through the teleporter, we might try save up for that. And I'll probably Pack-a-Punch the STG, I reckon, because I am a big fan of Pack-a-Punching a war weapon just so that we have access to ammo should we need it. And then I might hit the box. Fuck, we don't have much in the way of ammo, hey? Fuck it, I am going to hit one box hit. What is this? Austin? Oh no, I'm dead here. Fuck. Bro, I can't. I'm stuck. I'm going to fucking die here. Oh, get me out of here. Alright. Bro, that was the dumbest fucking luck. So let's just take a second. Need to grab Jug again. And we're going to have to go back for quick revive. I think we came from up here, right? Back down we go. So what do these do? Recess bar, cellar. So I can't use this anymore? At least we've got a max ammo coming our way. I might just go have a bit of a browse around. Oh, here's Pack-a-Punch right here. I'm such an idiot. Alright, handy to know. Handy to know. And what's that? Ooh, MP40 could be a shout too. I'll stick with what we've got for the moment. Let's grab double tap again. Only due to the fact that we need to make sure we're equipped for Brutus if he comes through. Bro, I swear half the time I fucking get knocked down when I'm playing Black Ops 3 Zombies is just because I end up doing some dumb shit and I get stuck in a weird ass fucking corner. Like, fuck me for trying to buy a gun from the box, right? I'm feeling particularly excited for the next mapping contest from Noah J. Nothing's been formally announced, but I do believe that he's sort of indicated to another contest coming up soon. I think he was actually streaming my Liberty Town map when he said it, but yeah, the illusion was given that, you know, another mapping contest was going to be coming about, and yeah, proper excited to sort of see what the theme's going to be, and hopefully it's one that piques my interest so I can consider entering. I do already have a fair few projects on my plate, so I don't want to sort of jump the gun and commit to anything just in case. But yeah, I'm keen. I wouldn't mind having something else to work on, just outside of the norm. But in saying that, I also don't want to take my focus away from, you know, too much of my main projects. Like right now, Liberty Town is my main priority. I'm just at a point now where the mapping is more or less mostly done, and I'm just waiting on scripting for that. So I will probably push out an update for that in the coming weeks. I'm actually just waiting on some effects work for the ether field trap. And then once that's done, I'll probably look at posting just a quick, small update just to keep everyone informed. That way, obviously, if there's any people who are sort of jumping onto the Patreon or who are subscribed to the Patreon, you know, they have an idea as to sort of what's happening. And, you know, should they wish to unsubscribe, or if they wish to, you know, to not subscribe right now, just while things are a little bit slow moving. Oh my fucking God. That they are free to do so and they have the knowledge. Bro, I keep fucking getting clapped by dumb shit. That's already 2 downs, and we haven't even fucking... I'm dead. Alright guys, we are back. So I've just run through to round 8, basically just caught up to where I was previously. Had a little bit of a better run this round. We've gotten into where we need to be a little bit earlier. So I have managed to open up this room by pressing the secret button. I've got my quick revive, my jug. I have actually also found the parts for the zombie shield, so I've already done that as well, as per the bottom right. You'll be able to see the icon for the zombie shield. But other than that, we are pretty much right where we left off, and I might just grab some ammo for this STG. Just because. And so our next objective is going to be to pack a punch. So that is where we're at basically now. Right, where's his zombie? There. I might even go grab double tap real quick. So yeah, I think what we need to do is we need to pack a punch, and then we also in addition need to get dead wire on the weapon. So we're probably going to need to get ourselves a little bit of cash here just to be able to get that sorted. Alright, should be just a couple more dogs left. We'll get a maxi for our grease gun, which you don't really want, but I'll take it. I'd be tempted to hit the box. Thing is, though, is we've got ray guns in that secret room we unlocked, so yeah, I don't know if it's worth me getting that otherwise. No, I imagine we probably have a Brutus coming in on around 10 like last time. I assume it's a round 10 thing. And then maybe every couple rounds after that. So we'll see if he spawns in. Right, I'm going to use the grease gun just so we can exhaust the ammo in that first and foremost. Oh, yep, there he is. Just spawned right on fucking top of me. There's probably a better spot to be fucking running trains, because this is exactly where I died last time. But I'm here for the fucking challenge. Bring it, motherfucker. The screen shake is throwing me off a little bit because I can't see where the fuck... where I'm going, like what's in my way. Bro, why does he seem so much fucking tougher? Is it because he's got fucking zombies in front of him? Bro, ate all my fucking points. Alright, so with that, we're going to go pack a punch. Let's see what the camo is. It's the Bloody Valentine one. Nice. That's cool. I think something a bit more vibrant probably would have fit this map, just because it's a little bit hard to see the actual camo, but I do like the camo though. This same camo I used on my Telltale map, my Telltale Walking Dead Motel map. I might go try grab some speed cola here in a moment too. Yeah, good. That's good. Bummer that it's not a clip filler. By which I mean it doesn't refill the fucking ammo already in the magazine. But in saying that, again, this is an early fucking map. Like, this is an early days map. These sorts of like functions and stuff weren't really commonly apparent to a lot of the community back then, or at least as far as I know. It took me a while to figure out that that was a thing. So... And now from here, we're going to save up the 2,500 we need for the AAT. Hopefully we can get it first pull. We need dead wire. And then once we've done that, we can use dead wire on a couple of panels around the map, I believe it is. I don't know if it's the ones in this room or not. They're the only ones I've come across, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe I should just use this for the moment, just to rack up the points. Bro, this fucking grease gun is so weak. I don't know why. I mean, I get it's an early game gun, but you know what? Weak works in our favor right now. Can I get this? Yes, beautiful. I'm gonna try and leave a zombie if I can. Alright, we got 2 zombies. That should be fine. Could be more than that, but dead wire, first go. Look at that. Alright, so is it over here that I need to hit them? This one? Looks like it. Alright, so we shoot them with that, and then there should be a key that spawns, which is what we would have just heard. Pick up the key. Now, I believe we can use that in here, right? Doesn't give me an indicator. Oh, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. This is probably going to be end of the round. We'll go the frozen one. Cool, cool. What is this? Press and hold to link telepad to prison site Bravo, Southern Moorlands. Interesting. Okay. I guess we're going to go back this way now. Maybe he changed the quest? I don't know. Because the way that that instruction reads is that I had to actually do something before that. Oh, maybe not. I believe this is now a soul box at the teleporter, so we'll run this out. Tell you what, I wouldn't want some monkey bombs. Alright, this is going to be fucking tight. Alright, yep, so we do have some souls coming in here. No idea how many souls we need. I don't like how toasty this is. I think it could be inclined to invest in a free, not a free perk, an extra perk slot and get Electric Cherry. My fave. Damn, not even a whole round of zombies did that. Alright, so we got some more zombies coming in. I'm guessing it's probably like 50 zombies, maybe. I feel like that would be a decent-ish amount. Ooh, Perkaholic. Love that. Alright, let's give this a little bit of a crack. Just cool. To be honest, this is probably like the first time I'm using a variant of the Ray Gun Mark II, because I never played like Alpha Omega or anything like that. And I don't think I've played any custom maps so far that actually have any ray gun elementals. Press and hold to teleport, ends game 45k. Alright. Cool. So do these not take me anywhere? Maybe it's one of the other parts that actually dictate that, or not part, but like, or maybe not dictate, should I say, but I think in one of the other ones, it might be number 3, where you can actually teleport to different areas of the map. Fantastic. Right, so we just need 45k. That's achievable for sure. I'm gonna see if I can pack a punch the Mark II here as well, because I feel like it'd be an injustice not to. But I like it. I like the simplicity. It's nothing too crazy. Got a little bit of an objective. And honestly, that probably wouldn't be super quick if you go in not really knowing what to do. So, fantastic. Porter's Frozen Mark II ray gun. No camo on it? Doesn't look like it. Hit the box once. Oh, beautiful. Love that. Nah, I tell you what, I love a good early monkey bomb pull. So good. Am I out of ammo on my... Yes, I am. Okay. Not ideal. I mean, I could just hit a fucking... Ooh. Yeah, I reckon I hit the MP40 just to grind out some points. Since I've got mule kick now. Hit the insta. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Another insta-kill. Okay. I feel like, is there a better place that I could be training zombies? Maybe out in like that area? I don't know, they're all pretty like closed off. Do any zombies spawn in here? That's pretty confined, to be honest. The Where Are We Going soundtrack is so like theatrical, I love it. One thing I really love about this map is that because it is in 3 parts, it gives a sense of like story, I guess, right? And that's an approach I've always really wanted to take with customs as well. So I had this idea to do like a how would you put it? Like a, maybe not transit style, but let me just deal with this motherfucker. Does he go for the monkeys? I can't actually remember. No, he doesn't. What was I saying? Yeah, like the sense of story, it's a thing that I've always wanted to sort of dabble in. And what I want to do is basically do like this collection or series of maps where you basically have like locations, right, that are set within a town. So think like transit almost, but the areas of this town are not in the one map solely, right? So you divvy the town up into different parts, and you basically have each map take place in a different part of the town. But I'm not talking like a survival map. Like, I'm not talking how you have transit and then there's like this small area of farm or this small area of town. Like, you have the map itself still be significantly large, and say like, you know, maybe part one of the town is like the suburbs, right? And you have a collection of houses, and it's sort of a little bit more like Nuketown-esque or something, right? And then you have the next sort of entry to the series is, I don't know, like a grocery store or a shopping mall or whatever. And then you have a high school, and then you have like a police station or a fire station. And you just have like these locations within the town itself. And each entry to the series sort of unfolds part of the story. And you have this sort of like super Easter egg almost that sort of carries over to each thing. And, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's ways to sort of to code in, you know, whether people have completed the Easter egg for the previous map. I don't actually know, but I guess you could, at the very least, like if you didn't have a way of scripting it where it recognizes progression, you just sort of have like, okay, well, if you didn't play part one, you know, you jump into part two and it fills you in with what happened in the first episode. Like that's something I'd really love to do. And, you know, I'd ultimately just have this fictional town, have these points of interest within this fictional town, and then the lore of it all stays the same. So the maps might not necessarily play all that different, like the enemy types that you come across and everything might be the same, which, you know, might not offer much replayability, or, you know, might not offer much variety. But I think it'd be cool to just really focus on the narrative aspect of a custom zombies map properly, because that's probably where I lack the most right now. Even when I'm sort of, fuck, I didn't mean to hit that, but even when I'm sort of remaking the Walking Dead locations, right, like I'm not really factoring in the story of that too much, or that much, should I say, because it is kind of hard to ground the reality of the Walking Dead in the reality of COD Zombies, because COD Zombies obviously has magic. It has sort of like these mythical elements, or mystical elements, should I say. Whereas The Walking Dead, it's very realistic otherwise, with the exception of the zombies, right? Like there's no other sort of mythical or magical elements to that show. So when it comes to sort of like the narrative, you know, with regards to Easter egg steps and such for you know, Walking Dead themed maps, there's a bit more sort of flexibility and leeway there. But I don't know, I feel like if you make something completely custom, you have complete control over that narrative. You know, a good example of that would be like Verko's Berkeley Lane, and there's probably other better examples since then, but that's the one just like top of my head. How you have, I'm just gonna go grab some ammo. For Verko's Berkeley Lane, like he's basically got this lore within the map itself. Of course I get a fucking dog around now. He's got this lore within the map itself where, you know, there is no magic. So there's, well, from memory, there's no magic. So there's like no teleporters, there's no perk machines, there's no mystery box, if I'm remembering all that correctly. So the way that it plays is it's all kind of grounded in a bit more reality. So maybe there's no mystery box, but there's a duffel bag of weapons as an example. Mind you, I haven't played this map. I just remember maybe Conjurer playing it, or maybe Verko talked about it once in a stream. And I remember him talking, whoever it was, I remember them talking about that specifically, how it grounds it in a certain realm within sort of Verko's universe. And, you know, the the damages on the body were different depending on where you shot. So like if you shot the legs or the arms, it took longer to kill a zombie than if you were to shoot them in the head, as an example. Because, you know, shooting a foot or a fucking hand is not really going to kill a zombie, whereas destroying the brain does. So, yeah. I'd love to just, yeah, sit down and really flesh out a concept like that. I think that'd be cool. And I think if I were to do it, one of the settings I would do would be either an asylum or a prison. But I would need it to be very different to what I've done, because when you make a map, whether it's based on something or whether you come up with the idea yourself completely, if you then go and make another map that is similar in theme, it's very easy to sort of go back and draw inspiration from that initial map, which is not necessarily a good thing, because you find that sort of elements of the map look too much the same. Like I remember trying to make the prison from the video game called A Way Out. I think it was a PlayStation exclusive, and I remember doing parts of it, but then other parts of it I had to draw inspiration from The Walking Dead, and it just became too much like The Walking Dead prison, right? Even though there is a source material that I could have referred to in the video game, albeit it's, you know, a much more limited view of what you can actually see, but I find it a little hard to sort of come up with this completely custom layout. So I think I might base it on the, if I were to do it, I'd probably base it on another location, but maybe a real world location. Such as this prison that's near where I live, I think would be a good contender. It's pretty big. It's, this is very reminiscent of it, to be honest. Like, it's very, very similar. You've got like these two massive cell blocks. It's in sort of like a U shape almost. And then in the middle, you've got this big courtyard. But yeah, I'd love to just sort of create this lore and sort of throw these points of interest into the mix, and even do some points of interest that are completely unique. So I think once I'm done with the projects I'm currently working on, that might be my next focus. We'll see though, we'll see. So we are almost at the end here, guys. So before we do sort of wrap up and, you know, get our last couple of 1,000 points here, if you guys have enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way you guys can stay up to date with all my posted videos. So I think we'll just run out the round here. Should be just about done. And we got another monkey, so why not use it? Do a little bit more of the ray gun. Fantastic. All right, and with that all done, I would say we can end this thing off. Oh. Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. I like that. That is fantastic. The story will conclude. All right. So like I said, guys, part 2 will be coming up in, I guess, the next video beyond this. So whether there's anything in between, I don't know yet, but I'll see how things play out. But anyway, guys, that does bring us to the end of today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to help me get my channel and videos out to the right audience, or just to help my channel to grow, please do consider leaving a like and a comment, as it does help by allowing the YouTube algorithm direct my content to more people like you. In addition, if you'd like to see more content like this, you all know how it works. You can click on that subscribe button down below and keep up to date with all my posted videos. Until then, feel free to check out one of the 2 videos on screen if you haven't already, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.